It's week 4 of the NFL. And coming up next is the Jets' veteran linebacker. He'll get after you every chance he can get on defense. It's the Jets and the Ravens. All that and more. Coming up next.
It is time for football as we welcome you to another edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Thanks for having us in. Mike Tirico and Greg Olson with you. Greg, love this matchup. We got a couple of defensive-minded teams in this one. They love to press the quarterback. They press those wide receivers on the corners. Man, points are going to be tough to come by in this one.
I don't care who you play.
You play to win the game. You don't play to just play.
So pleased to have you along. This should be a good one. We're set, and off we go here on EA Sports. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. So the Jets offense ready to take over for the first time. They're led by their quarterback out of Ohio State, first-round pick Justin Fields.
There wasn't really anything fancy about their performance in last week's win, Mike. I mean, he had the one interception. He would clearly like to have that one back. But for the most part, I thought he did a nice job keeping the ball out of harm's way. However, it's clear after reviewing the film, he left a lot of opportunities out there. I think there was a lot of meat left on that bone. The 2 touchdown passes, those were great. But if he's going to continue to lead his team to more wins in the future, he has to do a better job identifying those mismatches, finding those opportunities, and when they present themselves, he's got to take it.
He keeps it himself. That one good for 26 yards.
This is an element to his game that we don't necessarily spend a lot of time talking about. He's not known as a traditional runner at the quarterback position. But when he has some space like he had here, he is more than capable of not only converting first downs, but picking up big chunk plays.
And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
What an advantage it brings a defense when you have cornerbacks that are such willing tacklers. It just brings an extra element to the ability to defend the entire field. And this is a great example here why.
And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5. Now a 3rd and 2. They'll try to run for it with Hall. Anders Carlson here now to try the field goal. This one from 41 yards out. Carlson's kick is good. And the Jets are out to an early 3-0 lead. 3 points on that opening drive. We'll see the response as the kick's away. From the 6, here comes a return. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The Ravens offense taking the field for the first time, led by their quarterback, league MVP in 2019 and 2023, Lamar Jackson.
If his preparation for this game is any indication of how he's going to perform today, Mike, they're going to be hard to beat. He played really well last week, but when we talked to his coaches, they told us, they're like, he has lived here all week. He has taken his level of play even up another notch. And if he can continue to operate this system, continue to get all of his weapons involved, this leadership, this ability to lead by example, it's going to rub off on the rest of this offense. I think they're going to have a good chance of changing from last week's loss to coming away today with a victory.
It's the tight end likely in motion. Jackson now on 2nd down. The pressure gets there, and down he goes back inside the 20-yard line.
This has been a tough sequence right out of the jump. You work all week on your opening script, and they're usually the plays that you feel the best about to try to establish some sort of early rhythm, but through 2 plays, run and pass, all they've done is go backwards.
3rd and long for Jackson. He'll try to run for it. Carrying that ball loosely, and it is out. The Smashmouth got it. Well, that changed quickly. A terrific scramble, getting downfield, picking up yardage, but then dropping the football. It comes out, and the defense comes up with the recovery.
There's not many quarterbacks in the league, Mike, that can make that play with their legs. It's just such a shame that at the end of that run, he fails to protect the ball. The defense is able to jar it loose and take it away of what otherwise was a pretty fantastic play there by that quarterback.
Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. From the shotgun, it's Fields. He'll tuck it in, carrying that ball loosely, and it is out. And fortunately, this is going to get out of bounds, so possession does not change hands. A good spot here, 2nd and a yard. On the run, here's Hall. Whoa! And he's got it, 1st down. A pickup of 4. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. So as they look at the injured player, we'll take a timeout. 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, it's Fields. And the rush gets home. He'll go down. They got him.
Just a great individual effort, and when you have a guy that can win his one-on-one matchups, now it becomes less about who's blocking him and how do we block him. Expect the offense to make some adjustments because right now, one-on-one, this defender is going to win every time.
Fields now on 2nd down. He's got a receiver, Alan Lazar. Well, they'll get some of the sack yardage back, but it's still going to leave them with 3rd down.
Here we go. Right.
Throwing is Fields. Taking off, he'll try to get there. They get 14 yards and set up 1st and goal.
Anytime the quarterback has the ability to extend the play with his legs, it just puts so much pressure on the defense. Here you are thinking you have all the routes manned up, there's nowhere to go with the ball, and next thing you know, he breaks the pocket, and he's able to pick up the 1st down.
He was looking for Malachi Corley, and it'll lead to a 2nd and goal.
Here we go. Right.
They will run it over center with Hall. And he is crushed in the backfield. Defenders firing through. Shut it down right away for a loss of yardage.
Sometimes you run all those big bodies out there, you kind of tip your hand. I always love going big jumbo personnel for a play action. In this case, they keep the ball on the ground. The defense knew it was coming, and they suffer a loss. I like the play call on 3rd and goal there, giving the ball to your back and seeing if he can punch it in. But now it really sets up a pretty interesting decision. Does the play caller and the head coach want to roll the dice and go for a touchdown, or are they happy just settling for a field goal? You know, I think it's safe to say here, Mike, as this offense leaves the field, they wanted to stay out there and go for it. But I think in this case, the coach is playing the long game. He understands that these 3 points now can end up being very valuable as this game moves along.
And he'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. The Ravens offense about ready to get going on their 2nd possession. The deficit, 6 points. The touchdown here would be mighty nice for the offense. See what they can do on this drive. 1st and 10. And he'll be stopped at the line of scrimmage with a flag down. Let's check on the call.
Offense.
On play action, here's Jackson. And he will not get back to the line of scrimmage. That's going to go down as a sack and a loss of a couple.
We've seen a little bit of a transformation across the defensive tackle position. And what I mean, Mike, is years ago, they were on the interior of the line to stuff the run. They were big bodies taking up space. Now, not only do you have to defend the run, you have to be able to win one-on-one matchups and get to the quarterback.
3rd and long. From the shotgun, here's Jackson. Whoa! And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
The offense is able to land a big blow there, and I think what happened defensively, Mike, is just everyone was not on the same page. And when you do that at this level, the good offenses, they're going to make you pay for it. They've got to clean up those mistakes, make the offense have to earn everything they get.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. It's the tight end Likely in motion. This is Henry. Now a loose football. And it's recovered by one of his teammates. Now, after that near turnover, clock is stopped. We have an injured player. And as the medical staff looks him over, we'll step aside. On the ground, this is Justice Hill. And he will get forward for about 5 yards. That sets up 3rd down. Now, following the run, one of the offensive linemen leading the way is a bit shaken up. They come to the line needing 11 here on 3rd down. In motion comes Andrews. On 3rd down, Jackson. There's a short one caught by Andrews. And he's going to be taken down short of the marker, and that is going to set up an interesting 4th down decision. So the drive ends, and on comes Jordan Stout to kick it away, as they'll say no to the long field goal and hope to pin them deep. That's going to be out of bounds. Well judged and spotted right at the 10-yard line. So now the Jets offense ready to take over once more. We'll see how they want to attack things here, backed up deep in their own end. It's 1st and 10. That's caught over the middle. It's Wilson. And he's going to be brought down up past the 20. On 1st and 10, Fields. He's got his man on the in route. Yes, taken in over the middle. 2 nice play calls here to kick off the drive. 15 more on that one. So, from the 36, it is 1st and 10. Putting one of their tight ends in motion left. Whoa! And they'll have it across midfield, down at the opposing 46-yard line.
This offense has to be thrilled, Mike, with the success they've had here on the ground in this opening quarter. Now as the rest of the game unfolds, everything in the game plan continues to open up.
And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. Throwing again. Fields on 2nd and 10. Catch made right side by Wilson. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line. Here's 1st and 10. Now Fields gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. Ball down to the 16-yard line, and it's 1st and 10. Quick throw, taken in, and he's close to another 1st down as he's brought down just shy of the marker. 2nd and a yard. Now, Fields. And he's going to be dropped. They get to him back at the 15-yard line.
If there's one positive remaining, it's the fact that they're still in scoring position. But with the way they've been able to move the ball down here in the red zone, They're thinking 6, but after that last sack, their chances of converting here for a touchdown have gotten a lot more difficult.
Trying to keep a drive alive, going to have to convert on 3rd and 9. Back to throw is Fields. And on 3rd down, that ball incomplete.
Well defended there. The quarterback's trying to attack this defense outside the numbers. Those really wide angle throws near the sideline sometimes can be very hard to defend, so give a lot of credit to this secondary. They were all on the same page, and the ball falls incomplete.
Back out is Carlson following the made field goal, and he sends this kickoff away. Justice Hill to return. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. Following the kickoff, we have an injured player on the field. Athletic training staff looking at him, so we'll step aside. On 1st down, they'll start the drive with Henry. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one. We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. From the gun, Jackson. That's complete. It's Justice Hill out of the backfield. And he'll be taken down. That's going to do it. That's the last play of the 1st quarter. Here's a 3rd and 10. Now it's Jackson. Now a screen set up for Henry. And he'll be taken down all the way up past the 45.
And as a defensive coordinator, this just drives you nuts. You have a team in 3rd and long. You think you're going to go rush the passer. And what do? They change it up. They slip the offensive lineman out in front of the back and drop it off. And he picks up a big gain and converts the 1st down.
It's the tight end Likely in motion. On 1st and 10, Jackson. Fine work defensively. That's going to be knocked away and go down as an incompletion. It's the tight end Likely in motion. They'll give it, going left. There's Henry. He'll try to get back to the line, but it's not happening. Gonna lose a yard.
Number 1 rule of run blocking for the offensive line is you don't want to allow penetration. It just doesn't give your running back any angles to cut and find the hole. It's exactly how it played out here. They've got to do a better job holding the line of scrimmage and not getting pushed back.
Jackson to his big target, Andrews, for the Baltimore 1st down. Bateman is the motion man. Play action now. Jackson. This throw right is taken in by Flowers. And he's into the end zone. Zay Flowers. Touchdown, Ravens. That's the 5th touchdown for him on the year.
We're seeing this so much all across the NFL, Mike, is the value placed on a receiver being able to turn into a runner after they're able to secure the catch. And sometimes it's easier said than done. But if you want to survive in this league as a wide receiver, you have to be able to make plays like this after the catch. And great job there by the quarterback being accurate, and great job by the receiver running after he makes the catch.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. On the return, here comes Wanwu. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. So they come to the line for first down and 10. Here's Fields. He'll find Hall out of the backfield. And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3. 2nd and 7. Give up the middle with Hall. And he'll bring this across the 30-yard line. It's a pickup of 4. They'll come up to 3rd and 3. Fields. They'll set up the screen to Hall. Finding space at the 40. That screen goes for 12. And that's a first down.
The job of the offensive lineman is the key piece to a successful screenplay. They have to balance this fine line between stopping the defensive lineman from getting to the quarterback too quick, but also let that defensive lineman think he's got a free rush at the quarterback. That's the balance and the timing that made this play so successful, and they're able to pick up the first down.
Here's Hall. This defense all over this one. They get him down behind the line. It's a loss of a couple.
Anytime the running back is forced to chop his feet in the background and never get to top speed, you know that play's not going anywhere. That's exactly what the defense was able to force here by getting penetration. Great job there, stopping this play before he had a chance to even get started.
He'll get about 6 before he's taken down. 3rd and 5. Fields. Now he takes that ball loosely, and it is out. But this is taken in by a teammate.
So even though they avoid the turnover, this is still a play that they're going to coach hard off of. They're going to bring guys into the meeting room next week and say, hey guys, we're not always going to be so fortunate. The ball is not always going to bounce our way. Anybody who handles the ball from the center to the quarterback to any of the ball carriers, the most important aspect of team offense is protecting the ball at all costs.
They'll run with the former Badger, Braylon Allen. And the defense there to meet him. They'll hold him to 2 and bring up 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Fields. Open man is Lazard. He's got it. That's his 3rd catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
Offensively, landing a lot of body blows on this drive, Mike. Just the ability to steadily march the ball downfield and remain so efficient, both run and pass. As they continue to wear this defense out, they have to find a way to end this drive with points. Anything short of that would be a bit of a letdown.
Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. Working out of the gun, it's Fields. Quick slant into the hands of Wilson. And he's going to be taken down.
Zone route running, Mike, is very simple. Once you come off the line of scrimmage after the ball is snapped and you know it's zone coverage, as long as it's sort of in the area the quarterback expects you to be, my rule was just run where they're not. And when he throws it, catch it.
Inside the 5, it is 2nd and goal. Fields now. That is caught in the end zone, but hold everything. There is a flag in the backfield. I think this one's coming back.
Holding, offense.
So holding is the call, and take that touchdown off the board. From a little further back, here's 2nd and goal. Fields to throw. Gets that one to the veteran Lazard. He'll take this one down to the 8-yard line. 3rd and goal. To throw is Fields. Off he goes. And the defense rallies to the ball, brings him down at the 5. It's 4th down.
What a nice play defensively. It's always a bit of a challenge. How long do I stay in coverage defending my zone or my man? Or how fast do I come up and pursue a scrambling quarterback? They did a nice job rallying to the ball late. They're able to bring him down to force fourth down.
Anders Carlson here now to try the field goal. This about as short as you can get. Another one through the uprights. He's 4 for 4 on the game. And the Jets add on to their lead. Back out is Carlson following the made field goal. And he sends this kickoff away. He fields it at the 8. And this will work out quite well. He'll get it all the way out to the 30-yard line. The Ravens offense and receiver Zay Flowers heading back onto the field. And it may be time for this defense to start throwing a second defender at him, maybe. Look at what he's done. Whatever the defense has tried in the first half, it hasn't worked. Still, keeping the legs moving, somehow managing to turn that into a gain. Here's 2nd and 9. Hopkins sent in motion. He'll get this out wide. And he is on the chalk, stepping out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage. That's a loss of 3 on the play. On 3rd down, Jackson. And this is going to be incomplete. That is a letdown there. Pass looked to be on target. No catch, and now 4th down. Here's Jordan Stout now. He'll be looking for something a little better than that first effort, which he shanked. This is taken at his own 30. And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. The Jets offense and quarterback Justin Fields make their way back out. And he has done everything you could ask of him coming into this one. He spread it around, hasn't taken many chances, and potentially on his way to a big game throwing the football.
Really nice job there by the defense defending the middle of the field. That is the most valuable real estate on the field. They know every single offense is trying to attack the defense between the hashes, so give credit. They took away all the throwing lanes, and that ball falls incomplete. It's a really good job defensively. The key is you don't want your defensive linemen to overcommit to rushing the passer, and you don't want your linebackers in secondary dropping too deep defending the pass. In this case, all 3 levels played disciplined, good football with good vision, and that's why they're able to stop him for no gain. Even though they gave up that last completion, Mike, that's a really good drive there for this defense. I mean, from the beginning, on those early downs, keeping them from staying ahead of the chains, put them in a tough 3rd down situation, and now it brings up 4th down, and looks like they're going to get off the field.
So here's the Baltimore offense getting set for their next drive. The deficit is 5, so they'll try to put a drive together here, and they'll begin it with 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground with Henry, and he'll be taken down as we tick down to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes remain here in this first half. We'll come back to MetLife Stadium after this. They face 2nd down and 7. Now Jackson. The ball's out. And this is taken in by the defense. Well, they come up with the turnover on defense. The quarterback choosing to keep it, and the defense choosing to take it away.
Mike, anytime a quarterback turns into a runner, the defense loves it. They want to take a shot at him. They want to take a shot at the ball, and that's exactly what they were able to do here. Force the fumble, get the ball back. Great job there by the defense.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Throwing is Fields. He connects. It's in the hands of Reynolds. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. To throw is Fields. That's to the end zone, but they can't connect. It's incomplete. He was looking for Garrett Wilson there, and it'll be third down. He'll drop to throw. That's to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I like the idea of taking your shot there on third down, pushing the ball downfield, looking for the touchdown. But now as it brings up fourth down, you're already this close. You're in field goal range, but do you keep that offense on the field and try to maintain possession and see if you can come away with 6?
Back out is Carlson following the made field goal, and he sends this kickoff away. Here comes Hill on the return. And he is stopped at the 25. The drive will begin there. The Ravens offense starting to trot out for this next possession. The deficit is 8 as this drive begins with 1st and 10. No motion over Flowers. A first down throw for Jackson. He'll complete this one to Rashad Bateman. Jackson now on 2nd down. That's to the right side. He's got Andrews. And he's going to have the first down as he gets out of bounds, and he stopped the clock as well. In motion comes Andrews. Jackson now to throw on 1st down. Right back to Andrews. He's got another one. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9. Again, it's Jackson. The throw, left side, caught by Andrews. And he's going to have the first down as he gets out of bounds, and he stopped the clock as well. To the air one more time with Jackson. Now, deep ball for Bateman. That one broken up. It is incomplete. They tried the shot on 1st down, couldn't connect. It'll bring up 2nd down. It's the tight end Likely in motion. Jackson up top again. He's got his tight end. It's Andrews. And he is short of the goal line, but they are in business at the 1-yard line. So the big play gets him down close, and now it's 1st and goal. And he's not going to get in. In fact, he'll lose yardage. They push him backwards. The Ravens now going to use their final timeout.
Trying to catch the defense off guard with this designed quarterback run. Doesn't go down for a sack, but either way, defense was ready for it, able to bring the quarterback down for a loss.
His kick is perfect. And the Ravens are back within 5. So 2 seconds left to play, and the kick's away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. And they'll elect not to run another play. Instead, just take a knee and take this on into the locker room. So as we come to the half, it is a 5-point game as we get you down to Florida Orlando specifically.
This one's got more tension than a folding chair at a family cookout. It's been a little ugly, a little gritty. Forget touchdowns. The Jets are cooking up points the old-fashioned way. 5 Justin field goals. Yeah, that's right. Anders Carlson, the Auburn cannon, is out there booting the pigskin around like he's trying to knock the Statue of Liberty's crown off. Kid's got ice in his veins and more points than a deli line in Queens. And how about the defense? 2 fumble recoveries. They're flying around like seagulls at a boardwalk fry stand, ripping, stripping, and pouncing like they want to take Lamar's lunch money and his Wi-Fi password. Now look, Lamar ain't done. Don't ever count him out. One missed angle and he's already halfway to Hoboken. But the Jets D have been playing this game like it's the AFC Championship. Get your hands on the official red, white, and boom collection. Hats, tees, hoodies, dripping louder than MetLife on 3rd down. Links in the description. Rep it proud, rep it loud. I'm Big Al, and if Anders Carlson drills another one, I'm naming my next kid Auburn.
Lamar Jackson and the Ravens headed back out again, and it's been a struggle all afternoon. The defense done a great job taking him away from his game, taking his weapons away, and he has yet to find anything to lean on in this one. They'll break the huddle, coming up now for 1st and 10. Bateman is the motion man. On 1st and 10, Jackson. They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. On the give, here's Henry. And he's going to be about a yard short of the first, getting it up to the 36. They don't need much. It is 3rd and inches. In the shotgun, here's Jackson. And it looks like he's going to have the 1st down. The defense was right there, but a gain of 2. Good enough for the 1st down. In motion comes Andrews. To throw is Jackson. They try to set up the screen, but this one doomed from the start. It's incomplete. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. From the gun, Jackson. He'll look for Flowers downfield. That ball incomplete. Got the hands in there to break it up. Could have been a big gainer. Instead, it sets up a 3rd down. Bateman is the motion man. He finds Likely, his tight end. And he'll be stopped short of a 1st down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's 4th down. Ravens bring their punt team out. Good hang time. The fair catch will be made back at their own 12. The Jets offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And this defense has got to be at its wits' end, trying to come up with a way to keep him contained. He's had so many opportunities to tuck it and go, and he's turned a number of those into big plays. A gain of 4 as he's taken down. Here's a 2nd and 6. Now, Fields. A throw left side, taken in by Wilson. They'll look to pick this up, 3rd and a yard.
Here we go. Go.
From the shotgun, it's Fields. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And he's not going to get to the sticks. He'll wind up losing yardage as they mark him short of the 1st down. And it sets up 4th down. On now comes the punt team for the Jets, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. This kick hangs up, and a fair catch will be taken beyond the 35-yard line. The Ravens offense getting things in order as they trot out for this next possession. They'll start out first down and 10. 3 tight ends in the game to start the drive. On the handoff, running left is Henry. He's going to force his way for a yard or 2, but looks like this one's going to be coming back. Back to throw, Jackson. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Hawkins sent in motion. And a good piece of running there. He'll get about 9 yards past the 35-yard line. A tough spot here. 3rd and long. It's the tight end likely in motion. Play action now. Jackson. And this drive is over before it can start. He's swallowed up to force 4th down.
Well, calling play action in that situation, that's certainly one choice. I mean, I don't know if it's the conventional choice. That is a passing situation all day. Nobody's biting on play fakes, even a little bit.
Ravens sending the punt team out there. As this drive quickly stalled out, so he's on to punch it away. And he'll be brought down. Short return, and they'll take over there. They'll come up here, 1st and 10.
Chip's clear.
Working out of the gun, it's Fields. And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard. Here's a 2nd and 9. Shotgun snap and a give to Hall. And he's fighting to try to get back to the line of scrimmage, but will not do it. This is going to be a loss of a yard. It is 3rd and 10. Fields to throw. He'll try and get there on the ground. You can't beat a running quarterback. Gain of 16 and a 1st down.
These are the plays that are just crushing for a defense. Here you are, you think you're about to make a big stop, force 4th down, and get the football back. But instead, you let the quarterback get loose. He picks up the 1st down with his legs, and now you got to defend a fresh set of downs.
They go play action with Fields. He'll find Hall out of the backfield. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. Here's 2nd and 6. Now Fields. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up 3rd down. Back to throw is Fields. And this ball incomplete on 3rd down.
That's a throw that's going to make them cringe on Monday, Mike, in the film room. At this level, quick hitters, those quick, easy passes, those should be borderline automatic. But it was anything but this time around.
And no chance of a run back here. This one's going to sail out of bounds. The visitors' offense. And Lamar Jackson getting set to take over once more. And he has been a nightmare to scheme against throughout this one. This defense has been picked apart. That is borne out in those impressive numbers. He has been terrific all game long. They'll work straight ahead with Henry. And he'll get 2 on this one before being taken down. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. Jackson looking to throw. There's a short one caught by Andrews. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. The training staff going to look, and will step out for a moment. Here's a 3rd down and 4. Now Jackson. He'll try and set up the screen to Hill. And he puts his head down and he picks up the 1st down.
Well, a little unconventional play call here. You don't traditionally see the screen game used on 3rd down at these shorter down and distances. But in this case, they catch the defense off guard, they timed it up well, and the back is able to convert and pick up the 1st down.
Right back to Hill. He's got it again. And he's down inside the 40-yard line.
You get so caught up defending all of these weapons all over the field, and it's sometimes really easy to forget about the back. And in this case, the quarterback does a nice job just dropping the ball off in his check down, and he lets him do the rest.
First and 10 now from the 36. It's the tight end Likely in motion. Out of the gun, here's a give to Henry. Trying to find somewhere to move forward, but nothing going. Tackled for the loss of a yard.
With how fast they were all over that play, you almost wonder, Mike, was there a pre-snap tell? Did they know that play was coming? Because I'll tell you, that defense was on it from the start.
And they're going to bring him down, but there is a penalty marker on the field.
Holding offense.
They get the guard, Isaiah Wynn, that time.
Well, we changed it.
Jackson now on 2nd down. The ball comes out, and the defense has it. In the pocket, looking to throw the ball, but the defense was looking right at the ball. They knock it away and come up with a turnover.
Mike, we see so often a quarterback is so focused, keeping his eyes down the field, looking for one of his receivers to work himself free, that they lose track of where the defenders are. And I think that's exactly what happened here. The defender closed on him quicker than he might have thought, knocks the ball loose, creating the takeaway.
Here's 1st and 10.
Here we go, son.
Throwing is Fields. He's going to tuck it and go. Good decision to take off. He gets 15 yards and a 1st down.
And this has been a familiar sight all day today for this defense. They have no answer for this quarterback as a runner. That last scramble puts him over 100 yards for the day.
On the handoff, here comes Hall. He'll work his way ahead for a gain of about 4. Fields now on 2nd down. He keeps it himself. About 19 yards on that one. They're in business. It's 1st and goal.
We've seen this quarterback have some effective plays with his legs all game today, Mike. He knows when to stay in there and look to pass, but he also knows when it's time to tuck it and go, and he's able to pick up good yardage there.
This one caught at the 4. Here now, 2nd down and goal. Fields. That is caught, and he won't quite get in. Down to the 1, setting up 3rd and goal. He'll try to run with Hall. And waiting, no signal. He did not. No, he did not get in. And that's going to bring up 4th and goal.
Depending on the situation or the down and distance, Mike, the linebackers have different reads. Sometimes they read the offensive lineman. Sometimes they read the running back. In this case, his read brings him right to the play. He's able to make a big stop and keep the game to nothing.
This hard, and he's not going to get there. They stopped him at the goal line. It's a turnover on downs.
These are the opportunities when they present themselves, you have to capitalize. And in this case, it was the defense that forced the turnover on downs and kept them out of the end zone.
On the handoff, it's Henry. Oh, no. That is not going to work out at all. That will be a safety. The defense puts 2 points on the board with a safety. But, Greg, a lot of credit, not just to the defense, but special teams as well.
Give that assist here, Mike, to the punter. Just a play ago, being able to pin that offense deep inside their own territory leads directly to that 2-point safety.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. Fields. This one caught by Lazard. And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3. So, 3 quarters now in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Second and 7. Here's Fields. He connects. It's in the hands of Reynolds. And that's a first down. It will be a gain of 8. To throw is Fields. And that ball incomplete.
The receiver did his part. He creates really nice separation at the top of the route, but he just runs out of room on the sideline. I think the quarterback's thinking, get that ball out of my hand a little bit quicker, and I got myself a completion.
And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35.
When you're running a crossing route versus man coverage, you understand that there's going to be nobody waiting for you on the far side of the field. So if you can create separation on your man defender and separate away, there's a lot of green grass, and that's where the quarterback went with the ball.
Fields now to throw on first down. Who else? Another catch for his favorite target. Now a second down throw for Fields. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down. From the shotgun, it's Fields. The pass rush gets home, and he goes down.
I see a lot of tired legs out there on both sides of the field, Mike. Looks like this pass rush has found a little bit of a second wind. They come away with a big-time sack, and it brings up fourth down.
And we will not have a return here. This one angled out of bounds. The visitors' offense ready to get back at it. Greg, kind of a head-scratcher in this one. A fumble or two here or there. That's going to happen. But they've continually put the ball on the ground in this one.
Yeah, I'm not sure if I've ever seen anything quite like it, and kind of seems like when it rains, it pours. It gets a little mental for the ball carriers. They're kind of contagious in a sense, Mike. But you know who also gets really wrapped up in it is the defense. They say, hey, I've seen that ball pop out time and time again. You get those guys continuing to believe it's going to come out and attack the ball, and you have days like this today.
And he'll be taken down just shy of the 30. First and 10. In motion comes Andrews. Jackson now to throw on first down. Oh, trying to set up the screen, but that is going to fall incomplete. They'll try again. It's second and 10. From the gun, Jackson. And the pressure will get to him. He goes down. There is a flag there on the play. I think that's going to be holding on the offense. They need one right now. 3rd and long. Throwing Jackson. Quickly out wide. He'll get it to Hopkins. And he'll gain some yardage here, but that is not nearly enough for the first down. So it's going to bring up 4th down. Punt team out, ready to send this one away. They'll be forced to punt, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This returnable from inside his own 40. And he's going to be brought down after a short return. And that's where his team will get possession of the football. The Jets offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And you get a look at the numbers, they don't even tell the whole story. This has been a tremendous performance to this point. The hole closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3. They face 2nd down and 7. Working out of the gun, it's Fields. A throw there on 2nd down, going to be incomplete. Now a timeout called by the defense. Fields from the gun on 3rd down. Taking off, he'll try to get there. 10 yards on the scramble there, and he picks up the 1st down.
This is the point in the game, Mike, where on 3rd down, you have to get off the field, and they do a great job. They defend everything in the pass routes, nowhere for the quarterback to go with the ball, but they don't keep him in the pocket. They let him escape, picks up the 1st down with his legs. They're going to be able to run more time off the clock.
And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play.
You could just see the frustration on the running back's face as he's getting helped up off the ground, Mike. There was just nowhere to go from the moment he was handed the ball. Give credit to the defense. Great job.
There's that man again. Another catch. They'll come up to 3rd and 3. To throw is Fields. Gets that one to the veteran Lazard. And he'll fight forward for a couple of yards, but a flag is down, and the linemen are already walking back. The offense staying out there for this 4th down. Fields to throw for it. Pressure gets there, and he goes down. Now there is a flag down, but this might be on the offense anyway. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. From the shotgun, here's Jackson. That is left side and caught by Flowers. Here's 2nd and 2. It's the tight end Likely in motion. 2nd down. Jackson to the tight end Likely. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a 1st down after a gain of 7. Back to throw, Jackson. He finds Likely, his tight end. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. A give right up the middle to Henry. And nothing on that one. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it. Big play coming up. This is 3rd down. Now it's Jackson. He'll try and set up the screen to Hill. Good hustle by the defense. They beat the offensive lineman to the blocks there. No gain on that screen pass.
That screen just never had a chance. Anytime the running back has the ball and he's making guys miss in the backfield, there's going to be no timing to the play. It just allows too much time for the rest of the defense in pursuit to get there, and in this case winds up as no gain.
The Jets offense getting those helmets back on, ready to head out for their next possession. They lead by a touchdown as this drive begins with 1st and 10. They're going to start this drive on the ground. It's Hall. And he'll work his way forward to about the 21. Here's 2nd and 9.
Here we go. Good. Good night.
Another run here with Hall. He'll have a Jets first down. He gets it up past the 30 to the 32.
4-minute offense, Mike, so what does it mean? 1, make the defense use all of their remaining timeouts. 2, continue to pick up first downs, milk the clock. And then 3, if possible, finish with the ball in your hands.
And he'll gain about 6 there as it's up past the 35-yard line. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. Now, Fields. Quick slant into the hands of Wilson. And they get this one across midfield to the 47-yard line.
Well, the run after catch is certainly nice, and they're definitely going to take it. But watch the savviness of the route running. Certain guys just have a better feel for running these slant routes than others, and it's a nice result.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. They will run it over center with Hall. And he'll plow forward for a gain of 4 yards. So just under 2 minutes here in this one. Greg and I back on EA Sports after this. Here's a 2nd and 6. They'll go again with Hall. A big play there on 2nd down, but we do have a flag on the field. And that's in an area where usually this play gets erased. They'll run. This is Hall. Whistles here. We have another stoppage. Timeout called by the defense with 1:53 remaining. The run game not helping them out those last 2 plays, thus 3rd and 16. He'll try the right side with Hall. He got a lot of what he needed, but just not enough. The mark is a couple of yards shy of the 1st down, and here comes 4th down. On comes the punt team now for the Jets, as he's on for the 5th time this afternoon. That's going to be out of bounds, no return, and the drive's going to start from just inside the 20-yard line. The visitors' offense getting their final instructions before heading back onto the field. They trail here by a touchdown as this drive will start with a 1st down. They'll drop to throw. They try to set up the screen, but this one doomed from the start. It's incomplete. They'll try again here. It's 2nd and 10. Now, Jackson. And that one's incomplete, but a late flag comes in. Looked like he might have gotten there early. Here's 1st down. It's the tight end Likely in motion. Off the play fake, Jackson. And that one knocked away. It's incomplete. Rashad Bateman the intended target, and it'll lead to a 2nd down. It's the tight end Likely in motion. On play action, here's Jackson. This offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack. On third down, Jackson. Now, deep ball for Bateman. That is incomplete. Here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's fourth down. To throw is Jackson. And that is incomplete. They had their chance and took it there. Look, they're trailing late. Gotta let it fly. This will wind up a turnover on downs. The home team's offense ready to get back to work. They've got the lead, and they'll set forth trying to build on it. They're going to do that with excellent field position. The defense still with all three timeouts at their disposal as the quarterback's down to a knee. Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. They'll take a knee as the clock runs under a minute to play. So this one in the win column for the Jets. They finish off the first month of the season perfect as the victory runs their mark to 4-0.
Hold the phone, hide your parking tickets. The Jets are 4-0, baby. Gangrene gets it done at MetLife. 2010 over the Ravens, and let me tell you, this wasn't a shootout. It was a street fight in cleats. Both quarterbacks out there running wild like it was a backyard Thanksgiving game. Dodging, dipping, sprinting for first downs like the turf was on fire. Lamar Jackson, him and Justin, the franchise Fields, were making plays on the ground like they were auditioning for a Nike commercial. Let me be crystal clear. They paid the price. They took shots out there today, I mean real ones. Like Uncle Tony in Atlantic City after a bad parlay shot. Helmet popping, rib rattling, welcome to the league again type hits. But both of these dudes kept getting up. That's old school toughness. And let's not forget, the Jets defense is for real. 2 fumble recoveries, maybe 3, I don't even remember, I lost count. Lockdown coverage, and a kicker who don't miss. Anders Carlson, you beautiful boot swinging machine. You deserve a key to the city. The Gangrene of Gotham sits at 4-0, undefeated. Top of the mountain, baby. The rest of the AFC looking up like, wait, the Jets? So far, so good, and if this keeps up, we're gonna need to put a runway on top of MetLife because Gangrene is taking off. I'm Big Al, and I don't know what's more dangerous right now, the Jets defense or my blood pressure. See you next week, you beautiful lunatics.